Hi there, my name is SNOWFLAKE and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And sometimes you find yourself walking through history. I think we all are actually kind of walking through history right now. Like, I remember talking to it with my mum, or blessed memory, when on 9/11 when we're watching the whole Twin Tower things, and we actually saw the second tower fall when we're on the phone with each other. We're like, yeah. And I have to say, I've walked in history quite a lot. I'm nearly 50 now, so when you get to like, I would say mid-40s, you get to see a bit of, you get to have a bit of perspective on life, on your life anyway, because you've seen a little bit more of it. I'm not saying I'm not like I've seen it everything. But, I remember just a lot of times, a lot of times you intersect with history. Where I lived in America, the whole Bush, who was it? Bush-Gore election, if you remember back then, when it was 6 weeks before they had to work out who won, and they had the whole pregnant child thing. That was where I lived, okay? That whole recount stuff was right, that was Dade County. That was me. That was where I lived. I literally was in history. So, but once again, I'm intersecting with history, and I've seen the way that the comic industry dies. And I think it's actually going to happen. We're actually going to see it right now. But before I get into this, and I was trying to avoid making this video, but then something else happened. I'm like, oh well, I guess now everyone's made a video about this, but so I guess I got to as well, because like it's crazy. So before I get into it, if you like your independent content here on YouTube, if you want to throw a rabbi a bone, who doesn't want to throw a rabbi a bone? Hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button is fantastic. If you're already subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. And then don't be scared of hitting the like button and the share button. All those buttons are great. Let's see if by the time, if I can get up to 1,000 subscribers before Western civilization crumbles into the apocalypse, along with Marvel Comics, which is apparently about to. I give stuff away every week on the channel. The stuff I'm giving away this week is Breaking Bad, the complete second season on Blu-ray. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. You're getting the theme. Subscribe to the channel and leave the hashtag #IamTheOneWhoKnocks. Look in the video notes for all the information. There's also a download of a Doctor Who audio story there as well. Check the video notes and you get everything there. Fine. So this is the way the comic book industry ends. Let's have a look at the way the thing I saw that said, oh, that's it. It's over. It's done. It is. Let me get this picture up. Doink. Yes. the new Warriors, SNOWFLAKE and SAFESPACE. So we're going to talk about that. But this is literally the way the industry. And this is a perfect storm of several factors. Firstly, the comic book industry has been on a nosedive since 2015, 2016, 2017 is when it really kicked in, because they were really upset that Donald Trump won the election. There were like people were really, really upset by it, and so upset by it they thought protesting it is the same thing as like them being U.S. commandos storming the beaches of Normandy. They thought they were punching a Nazi. They really genuinely believe that Nazis have done a secret invasion and taken over the world, and nobody knows about it apart from them, because they're so smart, see? They're smarty pants, so they know it and we don't really get it. But so they think by telling us in insanely unsubtle ways that they're saving the world. Anyway, part of them saving the world is calling, I will say, at least half their audience-based Nazis and scum and racist and every derogatory word you can possibly think of, so that's the way so that's been going on. So the comic book industry has been bleeding sales. Their sales are down, I think, between 40 and I think maybe 50% right now. The sales are completely down. So they're putting out product that the audience base are not interested in any way, and actually mostly find kind of obnoxious. So that's going on. So that's the first factor. So you have the creators actively telling their audience to go away, we don't want them, and putting out product they don't want. The people who got squeezed most in this are the comic book stores, the comic book retail stores, because the creators say, listen, I can call these people Nazis or whatever on Twitter because I don't work for them. I work for Marvel Comics or DC Comics, and they sell to the stores. That's our customer. I don't care. It's like so stupid. It's like, yeah, imagine like what other product is there? Imagine for like Hoover vacuum cleaners started calling it, everybody who buys their vacuum cleaners Nazis. Yeah, you buy you're a Nazi. Yeah, that's why I'm making this vacuum Nazi. Like actively calling them Nazis. Then they go and then the retailers are like, yeah, guys, what are you doing? People don't want to buy Hoover products because you call them Nazis. Listen, that's your problem. That's I'm just selling to you. So comic book stores have been closing. We've lost about 20% now. I think they've lost enough so it's no longer the direct market, which is what I'm really talking about, the comic industry. The direct market is no longer sustainable. It's just not sustainable in any way, shape, or well, it's sustainable for the next couple. Would have been sustainable until now, and everything changed. It would have been sustainable in a fantastic bull economy where you can put out products that nobody really wants and alienate your audience. You can do that to their hearts because there's everything is such good times here. This government, which they hate so much, has created such an incredibly strong economy for them that allowed them to. That's all over. That's all over. The whole thing about worrying about microaggressions, that's over too. Yeah, that only exists when people don't have any real problems. 2 months from now, no one's going to be worrying about microaggressions against somebody who may be trans. Okay, nobody. They're going to be worrying about how am I going to eat if I don't have a job and I'm not able to go out. These are the things people are going to be worried. They're not going. This is going to be a real leveler. This whole beer bug thing. I'm not allowed to say the real thing because YouTube. Yeah, the other thing, YouTube, their algorithm will pick up on me saying it, and it might take the video off, and they don't have any people working there to personally monitor it. So I can't even say it. I got to say the beer bug, which is what I guess. It's quite a good name for it. I guess I'll pick up on that soon. Anyway, so with all this going on, the final hair fell on the camel's back and broke it. They released a comic. I think, purely to antagonize your boy Zach, because they really don't like Ethan and Skyberg, who they really don't like him being successful in any way, shape, or form. They really don't like it. So here, let's look at the launch video that they put it on there. So the launch video is over here. Let me move this over here and move my pretty face over here. I think I've got to turn the sound up so you can hear it. Oh, so shocking. So, and we're going to watch it together, and be astounded. Let's see how we've got to press play. Okay, yay, member bears. Yeah, that was fun.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith, and I am the writer of New Warriors #1.
Well, congratulations, Daniel Kibblesmith. It's always it always seems that you're a little bit male and white to be working on these gloriously diverse characters. Let's see what you got to say for yourself, Daniel Kibblesmith.
I got interested in the New Warriors later. I remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid, picking up comics in the 90s, and just feeling like they were too cool for me. Like I was intimidated by, Night Thrasher who had a blade coming out of his wrist.
Okay, so let's just unpack that for a second. He's saying, I've never read this before in my life. I read comics in the 90s, but not this one, because it scared me. It was too scary-wary for me, because, you had a character that had knives on. Like, really? Maybe that might be an indication you may not be an organic fit for this comic book. But no. He is a perfect fit for this comic. Like, they went, let's bring back comic book characters that I know people in the 90s really like. People like 90s comics really like New Warriors, right? Let's bring back them and let's make them into a parody of everything that those people who are very loudly like 90s comics hate about the current era. Let's really make it into a parody of that. Let's take the thing they love and and then we're going to put somebody on it who was scared of it, who never read it and was scared of it. Okay, let's get great thinking there, Marvel editorial. Yes, that's the thinking for a good Trump economy that you hated. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see what else you got to say for yourselves.
Nova was really buff. They were all the edgy characters.
So, okay, yes, these are all attractive, good-looking, edgy characters. They're great. So again, so we're getting the whitest man ever to redo it. Yes, they're getting like buff, edgy characters, and they're getting this guy. Yeah, this guy. If you think buff and edgy, you think Daniel Kibblesmith. I don't know about you, but that's certainly what I think. Let's see what else that you got to say, Daniel Kibblesmith, who really, I mean, like, poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. He just wants to write for a living, and now he's got to wheel him out and have him explain this sea of embarrassment.
I thought were really interesting characters because they occupy this really cool space. They're forever young, but they've now been around for 30 years. My editors on the previous books I'd done, like Loki and Black Panther versus Deadpool, asked if I'd be interested in doing a New Warriors.
Okay, so again, he didn't pitch for this. This is not like I love New Warriors from the 90s. Yeah, how many creators? Like, imagine if you went to the person who they're really targeting with this book, your boy Zach. Yeah, imagine you went to boy Zach and say, "Can you pitch me a New Warriors with the love?" Or even Sky. Could you imagine just anybody in comics? Can you imagine the love and the attention and the effort they're going to put into it, and they're going to put into make an incredible pitch? They're going to decide, no. This is the guy you get, okay? This is the guy you get who has no interest, no excitement whatsoever. Who said, "Hey, listen, can you do this? Yeah, just make sure it's really, really soy, okay? That's the main thing. Make sure it's really soy and really pisses off anybody who likes 90 comics."
Tie-in that actually poses them as the authority figures.
Okay, so let's start breaking this down. Let's have a look at these for a second. So, firstly, you can't really see him here. Let's see if I can put him over here. I'm gonna go. How do I get to there now? How do I zoom in here? Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit further. And you'll get to my point in a second. So what is up with this? What is up with this guy? Okay, okay. The first thing. This is really the first thing I noticed. Let's see if I can zoom in any more so you can see this. This is really kind of fascinating. Whenever they want to do an African American character, for whatever reason, like be it male or female, they always want to make them look kind of gay. So, like, the expression on this guy's face really reminds me of Clyden from the Orville, who is like, nothing against him, but it was a very he has that kind of I don't know, kind of like gay-ish one. And this is not a diss on gay bit. It was like, why is every African dark-skinned male, like African American male or female, like 50% of any African American character is always gay? Like, I don't know what they're saying about the African American community, but they're like, ooh, let's not make sure they're not masculine. So okay, now let's look a little bit more at at this in general. Okay, so then we got Firestar looks kind of hot. Okay, they say okay, Firestar. There's not much you could do. She's got a decent figure, long hair. Let's just make her boobs look as small as humanly possible and have her still be able to get away with being female. But we got to make her boobs look just big enough that they don't look like the next person along, whoever this is. I'm sorry, you know what? I'm not a giant 90s comic, American 90s comics fan. I can't stand this approved body type of let's make this one look as androgynous as humanly possible. Yeah, and also, I'll tell you, going back to the gay thing, look over here. Let's zoom out a bit. Do these two gentlemen here, does that not look like a bear and a twink to you? does this guy, have they reformatted him to make him look, I think they look like, how many gay couples do we all know that look exactly like this, the bear and the twink thing? Okay, I know quite a few. I'm sure you do too. There's nothing. It's just weird. It's just weird. So okay. These are the new Warriors for 2020. It's not even going to work. Oh my God, these are new Warriors for 2020. And yeah, this is the end. This is the end of SJW infestation into. This is it. This is the last we're seeing of it. So let's enjoy it.
In this conflict instead of the rebels, and I really liked the tension of that. So because the new warriors are the authority figures in this story, they have to be mentoring new warriors who are under 21.
Yes, this is it. This is how the direct market dies. This is the face of the end of the direct market. So, woo! Okay, you know what, Mr. Kibble Smith, let's have you explain these characters to us, because I think you can do a better job than anybody. And quite frankly, you're getting the paycheck. You're being made to do it. So, shame. This is your shame, won't mate.
And subject to the laws that triggered the outlawed event. This new law is making it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21.
Okay, so now this. So essentially, this is a bad allegory to the Dreamers, I think, is what they're trying to say.
Artist on New Warriors #1 is Luciano Vecchio.
Luciano Vecchio. Okay, he's saying, look, just blame him. Okay, I get it. This is so embarrassing. Just blame him. This is nothing to do with me. Look, I just wrote it. They told me what to write. I didn't think they're going to make them look like this, but okay.
He designed all of the new warriors.
Yes, all his fault.
Gave them costumes that felt as modern as the new warriors.
Yeah, costumes that feel very dated to like 10 years ago.
So the first character that we're introduced to is TRAILBLAZER.
Oh my god, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Like, again, let's look at this. Let's look at her in more detail over here. How do we get that? Really, okay. So this is really a comic book character, a Marvel comic book character in 20. It says it right there. New Warriors 2020. Okay, so I'm going to show you some more traditionally successful female comic book characters. Let's see if you can spot any difference. Okay, you have to look closely. So this is TRAILBLAZER. Okay, TRAILBLAZER, and this is Poison Ivy. Can you notice any difference with Poison Ivy to TRAILBLAZER? No. Okay, it's not quite conclusive. Let's keep going. Psylocke. Can you see any difference in Psylocke? Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Again, we're seeing these are all very popular. Black Widow. Let's see if we can find one common denominator. Let's see if we can find it. Whoa, I don't know. I tell you, they all look like good swimmers, don't they? They do. Yes, another. Let's see. Okay, Zatanna, Phantom. Okay, Fathom is not Phantom. That's okay. So let's just go back and look at TRAILBLAZER again. Oh, I got it. Yeah. All these are like hot. All these are very attractive women that 13-year-old boys and 50-year-old men like to look at. and we don't like to be like caught looking at very, very attractive women. So therefore, we're going to put them into our media, into our comic books, into our movies, and we're going to get kind of a vicarious thrill. What kind of vicarious thrill are you going to get? If you're getting a vicarious thrill like that, you need to seek psychotherapy. In fact, I tell you, it's such a freaking important part of comic book culture that superheroes need to be on. You know how intrinsic, how important it is? It's like the only time that I've really, really wanted to watch porn in I don't know, since years, decades. Okay, well, this was a bit of an aside as well. We're all trapped at home. Okay, I don't not watch porn because I don't like porn, okay? I don't watch porn because I really like porn, because I don't want anybody to go, just go. No, I don't watch porn because it's freaking awesome. So, if I started to watch porn, I'll be watching only porn. And that's it. I'll be watching porn when I did everything. I'll be watching porn when I was mowing the garden and everything. I'll be watching porn when I watch porn. I'll be watching it on like a computer and a phone and a TV. That's why I don't watch porn. So yeah, so yeah. So I'm quite strict to myself to like not get involved and look at anything, because I know me. I'll be like yeah, I will run down that rabbit hole if I let myself in any way, shape or form. But the only porn I really was like, oh, really, got to check that out, was that superhero porn they were doing, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. I kept saying that every other day there's like, Supergirl, XXX. I'm like, really? That's everything I love in one package. And then I was like, no. Okay, so that that's the that's how they did comics. That's how they do comic books now. This is really. This you can only get away with this in an incredible Trump economy with no beer bug going on. This is over. So let's see what you got to say, Mr. Kibblesmith, about Trailblazer. What's her superpower? The power to eat many cakes.
He's a group home and foster kid who is volunteering at a senior center when this mysterious threat shows up, and Night Thrasher runs to the rescue.
She's a foster kid volunteering at a senior center when something happens, okay, and somebody turns up.
She helps him. She ends up in the crosshairs with this new outlawed law, and she inherited from her grandfather a magic backpack. Okay.
Let's just stop for a second. Really? This actually gets worse the more time they put into it. She inherited a magic backpack. That's her super. What? Is this like 1937? Like, what the hell? This is like, oh yeah. It kind of, you know what it reminds me of? Before 2000 AD, which is the comic books I read growing up, but I still read now. There was a Action Comic had a strip in it called, which was a predecessor. I think it was Action Comic. The one predecessor was Paddy McGinty's Goat, which is about an alien who takes the form of a goat. And then they have adventure, and he has adventure with a guy called Paddy McGinty. Yeah, it's that kind of level of high level entertainment. Okay, let's hear more about Trailblazer, who has a magic backpack.
We picked the name Trailblazer because she's somebody who charges into action.
Okay, really? Okay, look, darling, I'm a fat guy. Okay, I've been a fat guy my entire freaking life. Even when I was a kid, I was a fat kid. Fat kids are not running into anything other than the cake shop. Okay, fat kids do not run. I went on many track and field events, and I was always alive because I was the fat kid. That's why fat kids aren't normally superheroes. So this is a bigger stretch of the imagination than her magic backpack. What's in her magic backpack? That's what I want to know. Listen, if a magic backpack can dispense limitless weed, great. That is a good superpower, and that's actually a comic that I would read. But okay, let's go on.
She knows that she can do some good with this mysterious gift that she's been given. Screen Time is a internet kid taken to its sort of logical conclusion as
an internet kid. You mean like a kid? Okay, there were internet kids in 2004. Okay, maybe like 2002. Now we just have kids because internet is part of everybody's everyday freaking life, apart from Matt Kibblesmith or whatever his freaking name is. Okay, Screen Time, because remember parents, Screen Time is, you want to limit your screen time for your children. Let me just tell you how to... Shut up, idiots!
Youth, he was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas, and that...
Okay, so he doesn't get a magic backpack. No. He didn't get anything quite similar. He was exposed to his What is with all these grandparents, with all these super things going on? His grandparent, who has a internet gas, experimental internet. What is an experimental internet gas? I kind of want to get this comic to read it now. I think I have to. I think I have to do a review of this comic. Oh, I nearly bought the Vito Ayala James Bond comics to review them. That's only like $4 each, and there's one more to go. So I'm going to wait till the trade paperback comes out. And I assume we still have Civilization at the time. But let's keep going. Oh no!
That has patched him permanently into the World Wide Web. The word Screen Time.
He's patched him permanently into the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web again is what is it? 2002? No. Well, and who isn't permanently patched into the World Wide Web? You know, the only time I'm offline is on Sabbath, Friday night from like sundown, like 5, 6 o'clock for 25 hours. And that's because I'm a crazy, super religious idiot. Oh my God, I'm the only person who, well, with me and my, other crazy, super religious idiots as well. But, like, oh yeah, he's with the World Wide Web. Yeah, God, like, oh, this poor guy. This guy, he said, fine, we're going to let you work in comics, but we're going to take away any pride that you could possibly have in yourself.
Was only ever used in a sort of restrictive sense. And because we're doing a story about teenage rebels, a lot of the names are about teens fighting against labels that are put on them. So with screen time, we liked the idea that he has infinite screen time.
So his power is his screen time isn't regulated by the parents. He has infinite screen time. That's his superpower. So again, he has the same superpower as anybody else. That's not super. That's not super. That's normal. That's regular power. But now we get the pièce de résistance. Yeah. Right now, that was just a amuse bouche. We're just a little aperitif to wet our palate. Now we get to the ground zero. This is it. This is how the direct market died with this very comic. It's incredible. There we go.
Snowflake and SafeSpace are the twins, and their names are very similar to Screen Time. It's this idea that
Snowflake and SafeSpace wearing Dayglow biking onesies, and they're taking back the names that have been used as a pejorative against them because they're just that cool, kids.
These are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory.
If they don't see them as derogatory, if they don't see wearing these outfits as derogatory, then some things you want to be ashamed of. We're very big in not making people feel ashamed of themselves in this day and age. No, some things you should have shame. Again, let's just look at them in closer detail and zoom into them. Yeah, this is really happening. This is the thing. Look, okay, yeah, let's get I think he's a guy. Let's put a guy with an amorphous skin tone who in a pink onesie. Nothing says alpha male than that. And then and then have his girlfriend, or is it his sister? I'm not sure. In a slightly more masculine blue onesie. Fine, so let's go. Please, Mr. Kibblesmith, tell me more about what you're planning.
To take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. SafeSpace is kind of a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock.
Okay, stop. A big, burly, stereotypical jock. Really? Yeah. Okay. This is not a big, burly, stereotypical jock. No, that's not that at all. You should look at it on YouTube. There's a thing from Borat? Was it Sacha Baron Cohen? Where he's playing his gay characters? But he's on a beach on spring break, like on break, I think Florida somewhere. He's getting a bunch of jocks to like pose with him and like flex, and he doesn't tell them he's with like gay TV until the end. That's a punchline. Yeah. You gotta want to watch this. Oh my God, this is 31 minutes long. You know what? Okay, I guess this is just what's happening now. Let's see what. Yes, so he's a stereotypical jock. Really? Okay, let's carry on.
Create force fields, but he can only trigger them if he's protecting somebody else.
So he's a cuck. He can make force fields. He has defensive powers. He can make force fields, but only to protect other people. No, he can't do anything cool with it. Really? Oh God, really? It looks like he's got the power to suck cocks. That's really what he looks like. He's got the power to be a rent boy. Go on.
Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they them. But Snowflake has the power.
Non-binary goes by they them. Really? Again, it's not going to be years from now that people are going to be like, "Oh my God, I can't be." it's going to be weeks from now. This happened at exactly the right. I never hope for a global pandemic that makes force the entire world to huddle in their homes out of fear and desperation. But if you are in a global pandemic, which makes you huddle in your homes out of fear and desperation, I'm really happy it happens exactly the same time that we meet Snowflake.
It generates individual crystallized snowflake-shaped shurikens. The connotations of the word snowflake in our culture right now are something.
Wait, so she can make what? Snowflake knife things? So she's got the offensive powers. Oh, of course, because she's not a girl. She's non-binary. They them.
Thing fragile, and this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power, and SAFESPACE is the person who has the more defensive power.
Oh, really? I'm glad you pointed that out, because I didn't pick up on that at all. Because it was so freaking... Oh, my God, really? I can't believe... I can't. Jesus. And this guy just looks like... This is just what I got to do to make a living now. Like, really? Does he... Okay. Let's say you're a crack whore. Okay? Let's just say you're a crack whore. And you're going... And this is the first time you're sucking a cock to get drugs. Okay? Okay. So this is going on. It's happening. The first time it happened, right? And you go, oh my God, I'm sucking a cock so I can make money, so I can have crack. It's going on. Is this the expression you have in your face when that happens? I think this might be. I think this might be the expression you have on your face.
The idea was that they would mirror each other and complement each other. B negative is...
B negative, really? And he's so happy about this one. Okay.
The goth kid. When he was a baby, he got a rogue life-saving blood transfusion, we assume from Michael Morbius. And now he has a very similar look and very similar vampire powers.
Okay, so a similar look to Morbius, other than he's a twink. Okay. Again, all this seems to be gay masturbatory fantasies for some okay, fine, very good. Listen, I guess look, I got very excited to many superhero comics when I was young. I guess there are people where they're getting be excited by this. But what a strange, weird generation it's going to make.
B negative also is obviously a pun. It's a blood type, which is great for a vampire character, and it's also.
That was great. I'm glad you're telling me it's great. Thank you for telling me it's great.
I want the people who read our New Warriors.
You want the people who read your New Warriors? You mean nobody?
To feel all of the excitement that they felt if they read the 90s one.
Okay, let's just unpack that for a second. You want the people who read the New Warriors to feel all the excitement the people who read the 90s one. So why are you doing the exact opposite? That's like saying, I want you to feel like you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but we're going to give you a bucket of sheep offal and make you eat that instead. If you want it to feel that, why not kind of again, just go look at Jawbreakers. You want to know what a 90s comic? Look at the Starblade. Go and look at Comicsgate. That's what you need to do. You want to know what it feels like? Because nothing is good. This is not what any of that feels like.
We want it to have big, colorful characters, personality clashes, romance. Diverse cast, which is something that the New Warriors titles have always strived.
Oh yes, we always strive for diverse cast. Yes.
Every New Warriors comic has always.
Okay, this New Warriors comic have manly-looking men with muscles and attractive-looking women with boobs. Who aren't fat. Who can fly and do cool stuff. Oh God, this got 16 seconds to go. My God, it's still such an agony.
It felt like a reflection of the year that it came out. And
oh yeah, dude, this feels like a reflection of the year it came out. This is the comic that breaks comics.
And I don't think we're worried about being dated.
You don't think you're worried about being dated? Okay, this is what you should worry. You shouldn't worry about dating. You worry about you're dated already. You're dated already. Like at this moment, you're going out of fashion. In fact, you were dated before they even started. Oh my God. How quickly things change. Again, how quickly things change. This is what you say. This was for a pre-beer bug universe. Not anymore. So yes, glorious. Christ, I will be reviewing this comic because I don't think I can not review this comic. I hope they don't charge too much for it, and I hope the industry survives long enough for it to come out. I just can't believe this is a 37-minute video. I can't. Well, you know what? I guess we didn't have a choice to do this. My name is Felix Beck and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell. Where's that little is up there somewhere. Ring the little bell for so you're notified when new videos drop. If you subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Come on, as I said, you've been in 38 minutes, 37 minutes. Throw a Rabbi a bone and hit the subscribe button and have yourself a fantastic day.
Yeah.